Okay, when Amber tells Anthony about Shayla asking about being a wife, let's tap in.
What are you doing?
Coming and laying with my wife.
Yeah, but you need to be upstairs with Kai or bring him down here.
I put pillows around him. He's good.
Anthony, you cannot leave a walking baby upstairs by himself.
He's not out. I go back up there once
Once you
I get what I want.
You better go back upstairs.
I'm going down.
Okay, wait. Before you do that, I gotta talk to you about your baby mama.
Seriously?
Yes.
I'm up here trying to. And you talking about my baby mama? I don't want to.
Anthony, I think Shayla is. I think she's a little off.
Well, I mean, you know that. But
No, she just. I don't know. She came over to drop Kai off this morning. You know, you were upstairs with him, and I was walking her out, and she goes into this conversation about how she appreciates me and how you're such a good dad, and you know, I really appreciated that because you know we're making strides. But then she asked me if I thought if she would ever make a good wife.
yeah, she that.
Yes. And I wanted to say hell to the no. But I didn't. You know, I told her with God, all things are possible.
All right.
But you know this is your fault, though, right?
My fault.
Yes, your fault.
How is it my fault?
Anthony, if you had not left me and went to be with her, I'm not trying to bring up old stuff. I'm just saying, you left me, went to be with her, and you gave her all these hopes and dreams to what? Come right back over here. So you had her delusional. You had her thinking that that was going to be her life. And that's what a lot of men do. They sit here and play these games with women, and then we get crazy, and then y'all mad at us. But it's your fault. I'm just calling a spade now. You look at me like you crazy.
It's like I see a wife in you. Not exactly like a wife, like you have wifely qualities. Like for you to put my needs over your own, it's a huge sacrifice.
Well, remember you said that if it wasn't Amber, it would be me.
I don't think she got it all. I don't know.
How do I get in the mood after you talking about my baby mama?
Well, you know, I always know how to get you in the mood now. Mm-hmm. But you gotta go get Kai. Go on. Go on upstairs now. You can't leave him up there.
I'll tell you what.
What?
Why don't you go check on Kai? And if he's doing good, you come back down here to daddy.
See how y'all men do? Now I got to go.
I'm just saying.
You want something.
This is to prove
And I got to go work for you.
That's not working for me. We're working together.
Yeah.
We're a union.
Okay.
Together.
I'll go check on the baby.
Together. Together.
Okay. The room looks really nice. I have a better look at it, I guess, with the bed made up. So, what are y'all... Hold on, let me press pause. What are y'all thinking about Amber basically saying that she ain't gonna lie, she kind of caught me off guard with it. She was saving face, like she was actually being a bigger person this morning. So I like that she's showing that she's still like ain't all the way there, but she's just trying at the same time to be there as far as, mature, leaving the past in the past. Because she said when she asked her if she thinks she would ever be a wife, she said she wanted to say, hell no. Now that's relevant. I mean, as a human, like me and Marquisa, she was putting in the comments, how she moved and regarding forgiving people. And I was like, you know what? I kind of move in the same way you move, but I ain't gonna lie. I do waver a little bit with moving in the way of I forgive and keep it moving. And then also with forgiving and still allowing, like, I wouldn't even say you in my space, but forgiving and being like able to still deal with you in a way. Put it to you like that. If I don't have to deal with you ever, I can forgive you and not ever deal with you ever again in my life. But if I still have to deal with you in a certain way, i.e. family, sibling, whatever, I can get mad and I can forgive you, but it may take me some time to want to even see your face again. Considering on how, bad, how severe the betrayal or whatever it was that, made it caused us a little raft was. So that's me, but that's why I was commending Amber. I'm like, well, Amber, I kind of, girl, I'm not really mad at it, because it make you think like anytime I do get into the position where I have to forgive, I always look at King David, how he handled Saul, and then I always look at Jesus, how he handled Judas. I mean, that'd be the big, I'd be like, oh, if King Jesus can forgive Judas in the way that he did and all them people that did what they did to him, who am I? But Jesus knew it would be harder for us than him anyway. And it was hard for him. He showed that it was easy. Shoot, the night before, everything was about to go down, he kind of was pacing back and forth. He had to pray a time or two. He even called his boys like, y'all get up. Y'all need to pray with me. But, I love that and reading that in the Bible too, that it shows it wasn't as easy, for Jesus even to forgive Judas and be able to forgive the people for what they was doing, even though he knew they had to do what they had to do in order for him to get to his next level and to get us to, our next levels and stuff. So I don't know. That's just my thing on forgiveness. Let me know what y'all think. Like, how do y'all forgive? I think Melinda also said a thing. Oh, and I hope and I'm just giving y'all props. I hope y'all don't mind. Cause I did like how she said too, I think she basically said the same thing Marquisa was saying, but I believe she kind of let us in that she may have a similar experience to Amber. She didn't say if it was best friend or not, but basically she was like, you know, my husband had a child on me and I forgave, but we meet at the door, and that's it. And I'm like, girl, I don't blame you, because if I was in that situation, I'm not gonna say I will be sitting here and you walking through my house and all that. At least I know for sure, me personally, I mean, I ain't never been through it, but not at the age Kai is. It may take me about 10 years before we get to that space, or maybe even 18. Baby done graduated, and then you might can walk through because we doing a graduation party at my house or something like that, wedding at my house, something like that. But I don't know about that soon in the way that Kai is. Okay, so off that rant, on to the whole thing with this conversation right here, in regards to Anthony's response. So, well, I'm sorry. let me not move too fast. Also, I wanted to point out what y'all think about Amber saying that it was Anthony's fault, making her think that she had that chance coming outside of the marriage, dealing her in the way that he dealt with her. Lord knows all the things that they talked about. And then, now she's thinking she had that chance to marry a guy like him and have that whole, happy lifestyle that she wants. So what y'all think about that? Because I agree with Amber to an extent, because men do that. And I ain't gonna lie. Now I did experience that before. I experienced the whole but well, I didn't even know, in my younger days, I didn't even know he had him another woman. And telling me all the good things, all the things I want to hear. And I'm wondering, wait a minute, it's some years done passed. When we talking about marriage, and we talked about marriage a time or two, but the previous relationships I had, we just gonna move how we move and let things happen how it need to happen. But he will also say, you are a wife, you're a good woman, this and that, da da da. And then I'm telling you, I'm like in my 20s, and he's older. And so in my thought process, I'm thinking like, okay, well, cool. When he say I'm a wife, I'm thinking he's saying that I'm his wife. So I can see what she's saying in that, based on my experience. Anybody else had that type of experience where they was in a situation where somebody was feeding to them that they're a wife, but you wasn't just their wife though? It's like, you a wife, but not mine, but you a wife type thing. I can attest that whole situation. And I was crushed when I found out he actually had a woman outside of me. See, I was blinded by that. I wasn't the one to go to get him. I was the one that was minding my own business, and he come to me, and then he doing his little dirt. Come to find out, shoot, he got somebody else he dealing with. But anyway, that's that, because I feel like they really touching on things that's happening today's day is all I'm saying in these skits. A lot of these things that's coming to play right now is things that's really happening in today's day. And then so after she tells him that it's his fault, why does he have a whole vision or a reminder, a memory of him telling her that she has wife quality, has wife material. She has, so it's kind of coinciding with what Amber said. Like, yep, you know what? I did tell her she has wife quality, and we already know she thought when he said that, if only she can get Amber out the way, then she's next. But also, why would y'all think that he has that memory in the way that he did? Because after she went upstairs, he's still thinking about it. So I don't know, Marianne. I'm just like, I be seeing what you say, but I don't feel like I'm gonna stand on anything now. Cause I see what you say, and I literally do. Cause Anthony be showing certain things, but I feel like, marriages, like I said, I've never been married before, but marriages do go through a lot. You can be in and out of love a lot and all that. But I feel like until Anthony learns accountability and he actually goes through karma, I don't feel like he'll do right like how he needs to by Amber. Cause it's just weird that everything is aligning in the way that it is aligning. And if we also notice this whole past week, it's been a plot on, they kept saying how crazy this girl is. And then after they kept saying how crazy Shayla is, they showed us how crazy Shayla is. And then they showed it to both Iman and Delicia how crazy the girl really is. And then Amber kind of got a whiff of it. She caught the vibe of, oh, Shayla going through something. And so she tells Anthony, something ain't right with Shayla. She not all the way there. I can tell something not right with her. And yeah, so I feel like they plotting something. Because by Amber even saying something ain't right with her, and then the way she was doing with that baby, damn him, damn him. They doing something, y'all. I feel like everything is aligning, and it's about to keep getting better and better. And we gonna see, cause Anthony is gonna be tested again, and either it's gonna be to where he's gonna be tested by temptation with her again, or he might be tested with her by temptation and how he's gonna move forward with her in this baby situation. Because like it's given that she might like spaz out and they may have to go ahead and move for full custody with Kai. But also it's given that he might do bad. It's given he might spin a block again. I don't know. He's very shady right now to me with the whole working with Ben on the, oh well, let's give her some information but not all. So she can have some of your account information, but if anything go down, she don't have all the information she need. So I don't know. Let me know y'all thoughts. Where y'all think they going with this? Cause all I know is something. What we saw was just a little taste, and I hope I'm not just amping it up because it's really giving. It was just a little taste of just a little bit. Cause so far they ain't been feeling us in 2026. And I feel like that's Wayne Gold. He say 2026. He on one. And so I'm with it. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Thank you for watching with me. Comment, like, share, and subscribe. Peace be with y'all.